Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. We'll be having simple conversations to help you improve your speaking and listening skills.
No matter your level, you're welcome here. So, grab a snack, get comfy, and let's jump into the world of English together.
Hey Riley, have you been following the news about the extreme weather events lately? It's getting crazy out there.
Yeah, I've seen some of the reports. Wildfires, hurricanes, it's insane. But I'm not sure it's all climate change. Maybe it's just a natural cycle.
I understand that skepticism, but the overwhelming scientific consensus is that climate change is real and it's being driven by human activities. These extreme events are becoming more frequent and intense because of the warming planet.
Okay, but what about the scientists who disagree? And isn't the climate always changing?
There are a few dissenting voices, but the vast majority of climate scientists agree on the basic facts. And while the climate has changed naturally in the past, the rate of change we're seeing now is unprecedented. It's happening much faster than anything we've experienced before.
All right, I guess you're right. But what can we really do about it? It seems like such a big problem.
It's true, it's a massive challenge, but there are things we can do both individually and collectively. Reducing our carbon footprint, transitioning to renewable energy, and supporting policies that address climate change are crucial steps.
I suppose you're right. I mean, I've been thinking about getting solar panels for my house.
That's a great start. And there are other things too, like driving less, eating less meat, and conserving energy. Small changes can add up.
I'll admit, I've been trying to be more conscious of my consumption habits. But what about the big corporations and governments? Don't they need to step up?
Absolutely. We need systemic changes. Governments need to implement ambitious climate policies, and corporations need to reduce their emissions and invest in sustainable practices. But individual actions are still important, as they can create momentum and pressure for larger-scale change.
I guess you've convinced me. This is a serious issue. Maybe we should start looking into ways to get involved in our community.
That would be great. We could volunteer for environmental organizations or advocate for climate-friendly policies. There are lots of ways to make a difference.
Let's do it. I'll start researching some local groups.
Awesome! I'm excited to see what we can accomplish together.
You know, I was looking into those local groups, and there's actually a climate action rally happening downtown next weekend.
That's awesome. We should definitely go. It'll be a great way to meet other people who care about the issue and learn about what's happening in our community.
Yeah, I'm thinking we could even volunteer to help out with the organization or something.
Absolutely. We could help set up, distribute flyers, or whatever they need.
It'd be good to get more involved and see what other actions we can take. Maybe we could start a neighborhood composting program or something.
That's a great idea. Composting is a fantastic way to reduce waste and create nutrient-rich soil. We could even organize a workshop to teach our neighbors how to do it.
Exactly. And we could also try to get more people to use reusable bags and reduce plastic consumption.
Definitely. Small changes like that can make a big difference. We could start by bringing our own bags to the grocery store and encouraging our friends and family to do the same.
I think we're onto something here. We could create a little social media campaign to spread awareness about sustainable living.
Yeah, we could use platforms like Instagram and TikTok to share tips and information. Maybe even create some fun challenges to get people involved.
I'm starting to feel really motivated about this. It's exciting to think about all the possibilities.
Me too. I think we can make a real impact. Let's keep brainstorming and see what other ideas we can come up with.
For sure. We could even look into starting a local environmental club or something.
That's a great idea. We could invite people of all ages to join and learn about environmental issues together.
And we could organize events like tree planting or cleanup days.
Exactly. The more people we can get involved, the better.
I'm starting to get really pumped about this. Let's make it happen.
You know, it would be really cool to involve the local schools in our efforts. Maybe we could organize some educational programs or competitions about climate change.
That's a fantastic idea. We could teach kids about recycling, energy conservation, and the importance of protecting our environment.
Exactly. And we could make it fun with games, quizzes, and hands-on activities.
We could even invite local scientists or environmental experts to come and speak to the students.
That would be amazing. It would give the kids a chance to learn from real experts and ask questions.
And maybe we could partner with the school to create a school garden or a green space on the campus.
That would be a great way to connect kids with nature and teach them about food sustainability.
We could also try to get the school to switch to reusable utensils and cups to reduce waste.
Absolutely. Small changes like that can make a big difference.
I'm starting to think bigger picture now. Imagine if we could create a community garden where everyone can contribute and share the harvest.
That would be incredible. It would bring people together and promote a sense of community while also providing fresh, healthy food.
And we could organize farmers markets to sell the produce and other local goods.
That's a great idea. It would support local businesses and reduce food miles.
We could even start a community composting program to enrich the soil for the garden.
This is getting exciting. We could create a whole network of sustainable initiatives in our community.
I can't believe how far we've come from just talking about climate change. We're actually planning to make a real difference.
It's incredible. Let's make a list of all our ideas and start prioritizing them.
I'm ready to dive in. This could be the start of something truly special.
Okay, so we have a pretty solid list going. But how do we actually get started? We need to figure out who to involve, how to fund these projects, and how to get the community on board.
That's a good point. Maybe we should start by creating a social media page to build awareness and gather support. We could use it to share our ideas, updates, and volunteer opportunities.
That's a great idea. We could also use it to connect with other local environmental groups and see if they want to collaborate.
Absolutely. We need to build a strong network of support. We could also reach out to local businesses and see if they'd be interested in sponsoring some of our projects.
That's a good one. We could offer them promotional opportunities in return for their support.
We should also consider holding a community meeting to introduce ourselves and our ideas. It would be a great chance to get feedback and recruit volunteers.
Definitely. We could even set up information booths at local events to spread the word.
We might need to create some informational materials like flyers and brochures to distribute.
Good idea. We could also design some cool stickers or t-shirts to sell as fundraisers.
This is getting exciting. We're really building something here. But we need to be realistic about our goals and set achievable milestones.
Absolutely. We should break down our larger goals into smaller, manageable steps.
And we need to be prepared for challenges. There might be setbacks or resistance to our ideas.
We'll need to be persistent and adaptable. But I'm confident that with hard work and dedication, we can make a real difference.
I'm with you. Let's make it happen.
Okay, so we have a basic plan, but I think we need to start small and build from there. Maybe we could focus on one or two initial projects to gain momentum and show the community what we can do.
That's a good approach. I'm thinking the community garden and the composting program could be good starting points. They're relatively simple to implement and would have a visible impact.
I agree. We could start by finding a suitable location for the garden and reaching out to local nurseries or gardening experts for advice.
And we could organize a community cleanup day to prepare the site and get people involved from the beginning.
Exactly. We could also use that opportunity to distribute information about composting and collect names of people interested in participating.
We should probably start a social media campaign to promote the garden and composting initiatives. We could use it to share progress updates, volunteer opportunities, and educational content.
Definitely. We could create some engaging visuals and short videos to capture people's attention.
Maybe we could partner with local influencers or community leaders to help spread the word.
That's a great idea. We could also reach out to local media outlets to see if they're interested in covering our story.
We should also think about creating some partnerships with local businesses. They might be interested in supporting our efforts or offering discounts to our volunteers.
Absolutely. We could offer them promotional opportunities in return for their support.
I think we're starting to build a solid foundation. We just need to stay organized and keep the momentum going.
I'm really excited about this. I can't wait to see our ideas come to life and make a positive impact on our community.
Me too. This is going to be an amazing journey. Let's get started.
All right, so we've got a solid plan for the community garden and composting initiative. I think we should also start thinking about how to involve younger generations.
That's a great point. We could organize some educational workshops for kids during school breaks or after school.
Exactly. We could teach them about gardening, composting, and the importance of protecting the environment in a fun and engaging way.
Maybe we could partner with local schools to incorporate environmental education into their curriculum.
That would be amazing. We could develop some lesson plans or activities that teachers could use in the classroom.
We could also organize a youth environmental club where kids can learn about climate change and take action.
Definitely. It would give them a platform to share their ideas and make a difference.
We should also think about involving families. We could organize family-friendly events like nature walks or tree planting activities.
That's a great idea. It would be a great way to bring the community together and create a sense of shared purpose.
I think we're starting to build a comprehensive plan, but we need to make sure we're reaching people from all walks of life.
Absolutely. We need to be inclusive and make sure everyone feels welcome to participate.
We could try to partner with community organizations that work with underserved populations.
That's a great idea. We could also offer language translation services to make our events and materials accessible to everyone.
We should also be mindful of accessibility issues. We need to make sure our events and activities are inclusive of people with disabilities.
Definitely. We could work with local disability organizations to get their input and ensure our initiatives are accessible to all.
I think we're on the right track. We're building a strong foundation for a thriving and sustainable community.
I'm really proud of what we've accomplished so far. I can't wait to see our vision come to life.
A sustainability festival. That's a fantastic idea. It would be a great way to showcase all of our hard work and inspire the community to get involved.
Exactly. We could have live music, food vendors, and workshops on various sustainability topics.
We could invite local artists to create installations or performances with a sustainability theme.
That would be amazing. We could also have a farmers market featuring local, organic produce.
And we could set up information booths about different environmental organizations and initiatives.
Definitely. We could also have a kids zone with games, crafts, and educational activities.
We should try to get local businesses involved as sponsors or vendors.
Absolutely. We could offer them promotional opportunities in exchange for their support.
To make it truly sustainable, we could encourage people to bring their own reusable containers and utensils. We could also have compost and recycling stations throughout the festival.
That's a great point. We could even offer incentives for people who bring their own reusable items.
We should also focus on using sustainable materials for decorations and infrastructure.
Definitely. We could use recycled materials or natural elements whenever possible.
I think a sustainability festival could be a real game changer for our community. It would bring people together, raise awareness, and inspire action.
I'm so excited about this. Let's start planning the festival and make it an unforgettable event. Absolutely. Let's brainstorm some names. We want something catchy, memorable, and that reflects the spirit of the event.
How about something short and sweet like Green Fest or EcoFest?
Those are good options. But maybe we can be a bit more creative. How about Sustain-A-Palooza?
I like that. It's fun and memorable.
Or we could go for something more nature-inspired, like Earthbound or Gaia Gathering.
Those are also good options. Maybe something that emphasizes community and connection like Community Green or Connect and Conserve.
I like those too. We could even combine some of these ideas. How about Sustain-A-Palooza, a community green gathering?
That's a great combination. It includes all the key elements.
We could also add a location-specific element to the name. For example, if the festival is happening in a city called Willow Creek, we could call it Willow Creek Green.
That's a good idea. We could also use a hashtag for social media promotion.
Absolutely. We could use something like #festival name or #city name green.
I think we've got some great options to start with. We can narrow it down and get feedback from the community.
Let's do it. I'm excited to see how this festival comes together. Alright, we've got some great options for the festival name. Now, let's start thinking about the logistics. We need to figure out a date, a venue, and a budget.
Absolutely. We should also start building a team of volunteers to help with planning and execution.
I think we should try to hold the festival on a weekend to maximize attendance. Maybe late spring or early fall would be good weather-wise.
That sounds good. We should also consider any major events or holidays happening around that time to avoid conflicts.
We'll need to find a venue that's large enough to accommodate the expected crowd and has good access to public transportation.
A park or community center might be a good option. We could also look into renting a fairground or event space. We'll need to create a detailed budget outlining all the potential expenses, from venue rental to marketing materials.
Definitely. We should also explore potential funding sources, like grants, sponsorships, and ticket sales.
We should create a volunteer sign-up sheet and clearly define different roles and responsibilities.
We could also use online platforms to recruit volunteers and manage tasks.
We'll need to develop a comprehensive timeline for planning and execution.
Absolutely. We should break down the tasks into smaller, manageable steps and assign deadlines.
We should also create a communication plan to keep everyone informed and involved.
I think we're starting to build a solid foundation for the festival planning process. We'll need to meet regularly to review progress and make adjustments as needed.
I'm excited to see this festival come to life. Let's get started on creating a detailed plan.